Hey y'all, today I wanted to show you guys a quick, easy fall arrangement to incorporate a fresh pumpkin into a pot or planter design and kind of easily bring a little bit of fall to your porch or your backyard or wherever for not that much money. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button, but more than anything, y'all drop me a comment. I'm really vibing all the awesome comments y'all been dropping, even the ones that have like critiques in them. I'm open to it, guys. Whenever you approach me with a critique, but you guys are doing it in such a kind way, I really appreciate it. I want to learn more about gardening. I want to hear your experience. I want to know your knowledge. That's what's the point of this show. I'm trying to share my knowledge. Please feel free to share your knowledge back with me. All right, let's get started. Okay, this whole design started off with this planter that I was able to get off of Facebook Marketplace. It's this old stand, this old metal stand that's kind of rusting, and this great kind of old terracotta pot. I'm digging, I love when it looks like this and all beat up and old and vintage. I think it's fabulous. And so I got that off of Facebook Marketplace for $25, and I want to place it right here in this front corner, kind of freestanding, kind of just marking this corner of the yard and the sidewalk. So I want to put it right here. And I'm going to be filling it with potting soil and of course my plant tone, but I'm going to be utilizing a big orange pumpkin. Now, I do prefer fairy tale pumpkins or white pumpkins, as you guys can kind of see some of my details. However, those are not readily available, everybody. So I thought I would start with a standard bright orange jack-o'-lantern pumpkin and show you guys what you can do for it. All right, I'm going to be utilizing some of these blooms I have left over from other projects. So probably a lot of this celosia over here, some of this coleus, a couple varieties of coleus, maybe a little bit of this purslane, some peppers. I think this guy will be too big, but let's get it started. I'm going to be utilizing, once again, potting soil. I don't have a particular variety that I'm obsessed with, but I am obsessed with plant tone fertilizer from Espelmo. So that will definitely be going in. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start beginning my soil in, bringing it about 2 inches below the top of the pot lip. And then I'm going to go ahead and place my pumpkin. Now, I chose this pumpkin kind of based on that it has a really flat back side. So then I could get it nice and close to the back of this pot and kind of give me a general idea of where I can put my plants. All right, so this tells me that my soil is at a good height, and this kind of gives me an idea of where I can be filling in with plants at this point. All right, I'm going to go ahead and remove the pumpkin for now. I'm going to add in my plant tone, so I have some good fertilizer. I was just really happy with the price on this, you guys. $25 for kind of a vintage, old-looking terracotta pot and the stand. It's fabulous. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with a little bit of the purslane because it kind of has a draping nature. So I think I can pot it so that eventually it will kind of fall over the side. All right. So let me go. I'm actually going to plant it at a little bit of an angle, so that I can kind of give it a natural start for falling over the edge. All right, let's start with that. I'm going to come back with some bold some bold coleus. Now I like this variety, and I don't have these exact varieties on here, but I like this color top because it is opposite from the orange pumpkin. I don't want to do like a whole bunch of like orange blooms on this beside this pumpkin, because they'll get lost in the feel of everything. So I want to make sure that I'm adding in blooms that make sense and can stand out against the pumpkin. All right, I think I'm gonna try to tuck these peppers kind of in this back corner. I'm going to angle them out a little bit as well. Them out a little bit. Okay. Let's play a little bit of celosia right there. Now you could do all one variety. You could go ahead and get ready for, you know, winter blooms and do all pansies around the base, like purple and like golden pansies. Oh my gosh, that would be so pretty. And then all you have to do at the end of the fall season is pop out the pumpkin and maybe put some kind of Christmas decor in its place. That would be pretty fabulous. I'm gonna add in another pop of coleus right there. And guys, I'm cramming these plants in. These won't make it through my winter season. I'm not really worried about them not having enough space, things like that. Let me bring in one more celosia bloom. Love this kind of corally celosia that I was able to get. Everything's kind of angling forward, all right? So that I can leave a nice big space for the pumpkin back here. Okay, let me take a look. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a minute to shine up my pumpkin real quick. I'm just kind of using an all natural cleaner. I'm gonna scrub some of the dust off of it so we have a nice, bright, beautiful, shiny pumpkin to work with when starting out. Okay, so then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pumpkin. Remember, I chose it for the flat back. I'm gonna put the flat back towards the back here. Make sure we're not crushing any of our plants. Tuck it in. Okay, let's take a look. All right, let me straighten them up a little bit. Might tuck a little bit of soil. See straight? Yeah. I love it. Love it, you guys. So fun, bright, happy. All right, let's put it in place. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna tuck in a few fall blooms right in here. I'm gonna tuck in some of the coleus, which I think will be really, really pretty. Yes, and I think that will make all of this a feature. I think this design looks way better here than it did at the corner. And I think it makes sense. which is also very important. But like right here, if I go back and tuck in a few of the coleus in a few places, that will blend all this out and make the design look kind of more naturally occurring. So I'm going to be careful digging in this area because I do have a lot of Liatris bulbs in here. All right, see how already that kind of softens the effect? Okay, I really love the look. I love that I moved it over here. It makes way more sense. Doesn't feel as detached from the design. You can see that my garden's a very layered design. I have these big, like kind of wine barrel pots that are currently filled with tons of pink zinnias, but I plan on tucking in some pumpkins in some different places here. So if you look at it, it kind of creates a triangle, low, high, and then this will be a medium length right there. Works really great for the space. Going back in on this kind of little pumpkin display over here, I definitely will add some more pumpkins over here. I just need to purchase some. And then kind of tucking some smaller in, and then tucking some of the coleus in, I think helps soften the whole effect. Maybe add a little bit of fresh mulch. I think it looks great. All right, you guys, as always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.